This is a demonstration of how to bond flexible materials using KISS Molecular Superbond. The material we have here is a shoe insole type material. It's very flexible, as you can see, and the end result is going to be just as flexible. So we can see here where we fold it over, it's very flexible. You can see it twisting, and what we're going to do is apply adhesive to one side, spread it real thin, and then apply pressure to bond. One thing you want to note is that some materials may be more absorbent than others, so take that into account when applying the adhesive. Here we're going to open the bottle away, facing away from us, and apply a small amount. So what you want to do here is apply a very, very thin amount, especially if your material is thin, such as a thin leather or fabric. And we're going to spread that amount along one side of the material here because we're bonding it to itself. But we want the key here is a very, very thin layer. Using too thick of a layer of glue may cause a brittle bond, but we're aiming for a flexible bond. So we want a very thin amount, and in this case, we're just going to spread it real thin. Now we're going to fold over the material to bond it to itself here, and you can see that we're just lining it up. So we have a little bit of working time to align it. And now we're going to clean the bottle tip of any excess glue just to avoid the cap sticking to the top of the bottle here when we recap it. And then we're just going to go ahead and apply pressure to the surface, to the material. And you can apply pressure with your hand, or if you have a block or something like that that will apply an even amount of pressure across the entire surface, that could work too. So here we're just using a block to apply pressure. The pressure, the humidity in the air, those factors will help determine how quickly, and the material itself, how quickly the bond takes place. So only after a couple seconds here, not even a full 45 seconds, we see that a bond has started to form. And it's very strong, but flexible. So we can see here we're going to start flexing it. And has the same flexibility as the material, as the unbonded material. So on the left we have the unbonded version, on the right is the bonded version. So we can see it flexes just the same. So we used a very thin amount of glue to achieve this and maintain that flexibility. This material isn't too absorbent. It will absorb some glue. The more absorbent the material, the less glue you want to use because you don't want it to crisp up and dry up in the material. You want the glue to sit on the surface and be used for adhesion, not absorption. So we see here we're twisting and turning. Just after a couple seconds, this is flexibly bonded with KISS Molecular Superbond.